Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of, well, let's call it courtship communication. You know, those subtle signs that a woman might be trying to catch your eye. Because let's face it, sometimes it's like trying to decipher a secret code, right? You're at a party, you see someone interesting, but you're not quite sure if they're interested back. Is she just being friendly or is there a little spark there? Don't worry, we've all been there. So whether you're a hopeless romantic or just trying to navigate the dating world, stick around because we're going to decode those subtle signals together and maybe, just maybe, help you find a little romance along the way. 1. It's all in the eyes. Okay, let's start with the eyes. You know, those windows to the soul and all that jazz. Have you ever locked eyes with someone across a crowded room? And I don't mean a quick glance. I'm talking about real, lingering eye contact. It's like the world just melts away for a second and it's just the two of you. Now that's powerful stuff. It can make your heart skip a beat, make your palms sweat. It's like a silent hello, a little hey there, I see you. And you know what? It takes a little bit of bravery to hold someone's gaze like that. It's putting yourself out there saying, I'm interested without even saying a word. So if you find a woman making prolonged eye contact with you, don't just stare back like a deer in headlights. Take a chance, flash her a warm smile, maybe even a little wink if you're feeling bold. You never know, that eye contact could be the start of something wonderful. 2. A universal language. Now, let's talk about the power of a smile. It's one of the most simple yet powerful ways to show someone you're interested. And you know, a genuine smile is like a beacon of warmth and happiness. It lights up a room and it can make someone's day. If a woman is smiling at you often, and I mean really smiling, not just a polite little smirk, it's a pretty good sign she's trying to get your attention. It's like she's saying, hey, I think you're pretty great. And who doesn't love a little ego boost, right? But here's the thing about smiles. They're contagious. So if you catch a woman smiling your way, don't just stand there like you've never seen a smile before. Smile back at her. Let her know that you appreciate the gesture, that you're happy to see her too. Because you know, a little smile can go a long way in making a connection. 3. Taking the lead. You know, back in the day, it was always expected for the guy to make the first move, but times have changed, haven't they? And thank goodness for that. Because let's be honest, ladies, you're much better at this whole communication thing than we are. So if a woman initiates conversation with you, don't just assume she's being polite or that she's just trying to be friends. It takes guts to put yourself out there, especially in this day and age where it's so easy to hide behind our phones. So if she's making the effort to talk to you, to get to know you, take it as a huge compliment. It means she's genuinely interested in what you have to say, in who you are as a person. And that's pretty darn cool, isn't it? So engage with her, ask her questions, and most importantly, listen to what she has to say. You might just be surprised by what you learn. 4. The art of subtle touch, hair flips, and cheek touches. Okay, let's talk body language for a second. And no, I'm not talking about interpreting interpretive dance moves. I'm talking about those little gestures that speak volumes. You know, like when a woman touches her hair while she's talking to you, it's like she's trying to look her best, making sure every strand is in place. Or maybe she's just a little nervous, and those nerves are manifesting in some subconscious hair twirling. Either way, it's a good sign. Or what about when she touches her face? Maybe she brushes her cheek with her fingers or rests her chin in her hand. It's like she's drawing attention to her features, inviting you to take a closer look. And you know what? These little gestures aren't always conscious. Sometimes our bodies just react to attraction in these subtle, fascinating ways. So pay attention to those telltale signs because they might just reveal more than words ever could. 5. Laughter, the soundtrack to connection. They say laughter is the best medicine, and you know what? I think it might also be the secret ingredient to a great connection. Have you ever noticed how much easier it is to talk to someone when you're both laughing? It breaks down those awkward barriers, creates a sense of shared joy. So if a woman laughs at your jokes, Even if they're not exactly stand-up comedy material, don't overthink it. It doesn't necessarily mean she finds you hilarious, though you might be, who knows. It means she enjoys your company, she finds you engaging, and she's not afraid to let loose and have a little fun. And that's a wonderful quality to find in a person, isn't it? So keep those jokes coming, even if they're more dad joke than professional comedian. Because you know what? A little laughter can go a long way in building a connection. 6. The proximity puzzle, why distance speaks volumes. Alright, let's talk about personal space for a minute. You know, that invisible bubble we all carry around us. Some people like their bubbles big and spacious, while others are perfectly comfortable getting up close and personal. But here's the thing. When someone is attracted to you, they tend to want to be closer to you, both physically and emotionally. So if you find a woman constantly finding reasons to be near you, it's a pretty good sign she's not just trying to borrow a pen. Maybe she sits next to you at a party when there are plenty of other seats available. Or maybe she finds a reason to stand close by while you're chatting in a group. This is her way of subtly, or not so subtly, saying, I want to be closer to you. And you know what? It's a pretty flattering feeling, isn't it? It's like she's saying, your presence is magnetic and I can't help but be drawn in. So if you're feeling those good vibes, don't be afraid to lean in a little closer too. 7. The language of compliments more than just words. You know, everyone loves a good compliment. It's like a little verbal high five, a boost of confidence that can make your whole day brighter. And when it comes to relationships, compliments are like little love notes, expressing admiration and appreciation. So if a woman compliments you, don't just brush it off like it's no big deal. Take it in, let it warm your heart. Whether she compliments your sense of humor, your intelligence, or even your impeccable taste in shoes, it means she's paying attention. She sees the things that make you special, and she's not afraid to voice her appreciation. And that's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So next time a woman compliments you, don't just mumble a quick thanks. Look her in the eye, tell her how much you appreciate her words, and maybe even return the favor with a genuine compliment of your own. 8. Finding common ground. Have you ever noticed how, when you're really connecting with someone, you start to unconsciously mimic their movements? It's like your bodies are trying to sync up, to find a shared rhythm. This is called mirroring, and it's a powerful sign of attraction and rapport. So if you're chatting with a woman and you notice she's subtly mirroring your body language, maybe she crosses her legs after you do, or she leans in when you lean in. It's a good sign that she's on the same wavelength as you. It's like she's subconsciously saying, we're in sync here, you and me. Now, this doesn't mean you should start mimicking her every move like you're playing charades. That might come across as a little creepy, and we definitely don't want that. But do pay attention to those subtle signs of mirroring, because they can be a window into her subconscious feelings. 9. Showing genuine interest. You know, there's a big difference between someone asking you polite, superficial questions and someone genuinely wanting to delve deeper into who you are. So, if a woman is asking you personal questions, questions that go beyond small talk and delve into your passions, your dreams, your fears, it's a clear sign that she's interested in you on a deeper level. She's not just trying to fill the air with words, she's trying to understand the essence of who you are. And that's a pretty amazing feeling, isn't it? It's like she's saying, your story fascinates me, and I want to hear more. So don't be afraid to open up, to share your authentic self with her, because vulnerability can be incredibly attractive, and it can create a deeper connection than any superficial conversation ever could. 10. Flirting with finesse. Alright, let's be honest, a little playful teasing can be a lot of fun, can't it? It's a way to flirt without being too serious, to create a playful dynamic that keeps things interesting. So, if a woman is teasing you, don't immediately get defensive or assume she's trying to be mean. It's more likely that she's just trying to flirt with you, to create a little spark. Maybe she playfully makes fun of your taste in music or teases you about your terrible dance moves. It's all in good fun, and it's a sign that she feels comfortable enough with you to let loose and be herself. Now, obviously, there's a fine line between playful teasing and being hurtful, so it's important to pay attention to her tone and body language. But if it's coming from a place of warmth and humor, embrace it. Tease her back, keep the banter going, and enjoy that playful connection. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. Remember, understanding these subtle signs can make a world of difference in your relationships, helping you navigate the sometimes confusing world of attraction and connection. So go out there, be confident, and most importantly, be yourself. You never know what amazing connections you might make. See you next time.